Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I am going to shoot a quick video today because the last couple of days yesterday in particular was an awesome day, and I wanted to show you the difference in my robot from my last video. So I shot my last video on the 11th, and overnight to the 12th, early morning hours of the 12th, the crypto market went crazy. Everything shot up while I was sleeping, and my robot took care of everything in the background. So I didn't have to sit at my computer. I didn't have to have alarms set to wake me up in case things changed so I could be at my computer to make that trade. My robot did it all hands off. So I'm going to open up my browser here. I've already got my account open over here. You can see my name over here in the right hand corner, and you can see here that these percentages, these ROIs, or ROI as Jeremy calls them, have shot up considerably from my last video. And what I want to do is I want to go into each one of these robots and show you really exactly what happened over the last day, and sort of take a look at the way the bots are trading right now with what the market's doing, because that's going to help me make my next decision as I add bots. So let's go into this first one. It was started on March 30th. It's set at 1.25%. So every trade needs to make at least 1.25% before the robot can sell. So it never ever loses. So we're going to go ahead and click here on view details, but you can see here it's BTC and USD pair. I've got $100 in there altogether, split up into 9 lots. So each little mini bot is trading with $11.11, and it needs to make at least 13 cents on each trade before it can close. But you'll see how the bot actually stays in the trade as long as it can to make me as much as it can. So it doesn't stop at the 1.25. So let's go ahead and open this up, and you can see here what the market has been doing. This is from 9 a.m. I'm not sure where, what time zone this is at, because it's not my time zone. Because right now it's 8:46. It's quarter to 9 on the morning of the 13th, and so we've got from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. right here, and you can see what the market's been doing here, and you can see 2 cells here with the purple arrows and 1 open trade here that's visible. And then as we scroll down, we can see that I currently only have 1 trade open. But let's take a look at what the robot has been doing. Here, the 11th and the 12th is where the price really started making a change. I had numerous trades that had been open since the 3rd and the 4th. If you remember from my previous videos, I had like 16 to 18 trades altogether over all my bots, and many of them were still sitting from the 3rd or the 4th of April. And that's because the bot purchased coin at a very low spot and needed to wait for the price to rise before it would sell, because it didn't want to lose me any money. So it sat for a while because the price remained low for a number of days, and then, like I said, the night of the 11th and the 12th, the price rose, and so many of those bots that purchased at the high end of 6,000, waiting for it to go into the 7,000s, finally were able to close those trades for a profit. So you'll see here that the first one on the 12th, that it closed at 11.7%. The next one was 10.8%, 7.83%, 6.93%, and as you get closer to the current amounts of money, I don't know the technical term for that. I'm not a trader. Okay, I'm not a trader, so I don't have the technical terms for all this. That's why it's nice to have the robot. But as it comes closer here on the 13th, then we're getting more into the range, and still well above my 1.25, this 2.88 and 1.89, 1.98. These are all still well above my 1.25% that I have this bot set at. So you can see here that the bot is still buying even though the price has gone up considerably. These here I were, had originally bought, like here's a couple down here, 6,500, 6,800, and then now the price is up closer to the $8,000 range. The bot is still making purchases and sales. So it doesn't really matter where the price is as long as it's moving. That was the problem with the 3rd and the 4th, is that it wasn't moving enough for the bot to do anything. And a lot of people were like freaking out, you know, my bot's stuck, my bot's not doing anything, why isn't my bot trading? Well, the bot is there to make you money. It's not there to lose you money. It's there to make you money, and it has no control over the price of the coin. So you want to buy low, sell high. So when it's low, that's the time to buy. And if it stays low, well, then you hold it until it goes up, and that's what the bot does. It holds until it reaches the price point where it makes you money, and then it sells. So right now I've got one bot active. It purchased at $8,115, and price needs to go up to $8,250 before it's going to sell. And if the price keeps rising, then it's going to make me the best profit that it can. And if it doesn't go up enough, then it's just going to hold that coin. That is still my coin. It's, you know, I mean, there are a lot of people out there that just buy the coin and just hold on to it. That's one way to make money in the cryptocurrency market. With the robot, we make money with buying and selling. Buying and selling. Doesn't matter what the price of the coin is, as long as you buy lower and sell higher. Okay, so it's that volatility that we want. We want that up and down action, and the higher and lower that it goes, the better. And it doesn't always mean that the robot is going to be able to trade this many times. If we go down here, we've got some days in here between the 3rd and the 7th that the bot only made one trade. And so that was when my lots were sitting because the price was stagnant. It wasn't going anywhere. So enough of that. We're going to go on to the next. Go back to the dashboard here. This next one was set up on April 2nd at 2%. The same amount of money. I divided it into 8 lots instead of 9. So each lot is $12.50. And the bot needs to make at least 25 cents before it can sell. Now we're going to go ahead and go in here again and view these details. And again, you can see the up and down, pretty much the same time frame. I've got a couple of sells, and then I've got a couple that you can see of purchases that are still open because that arrow is not solid. If it's just got the outline, then that purchase is still open. The bot hasn't sold it yet. And you can come down here and see that I'm currently held 2 lots, and there's those 2 trades. And here again, you can see all of these trades on the 12th, and here's my highest percentage here, 12.24, 9.12, 7.52, 5.236, and this bot was set up for 2%. So, and most of the profits are higher than that, but those are incredible, and that is when the market just shot up. And so the bot got me as much profit as it could before it could had the I don't know, you can't say a feeling, because a bot is is not sentient, so it doesn't have a feeling, but it reads the market, and the algorithms allow it to make assumptions, guesses as to what the market is going to do. And then here again you can see between the 3rd and the 7th, and actually from the 3rd to the 11th really on this bot, because of the high percentage, because the bot couldn't sell unless it made a certain amount of money. It sort of tied the hands of the bot, so to speak. But then once the market could move, once the market did move, the bot was able to make me a larger percentage because of that. So it held those trades longer because of that higher percentage. So there's not as many trades in here, but you can see that I'm, making a very high percentage. I'm still not sure whether that's the better way to go or whether it's better to stay low. I wouldn't go any higher than 2%, because then that really does sort of restrict the mobility of the robot. Okay, so let's go to the next one. The next one is going to be an Ether. So we've got Ethereum and USD, same amount of money, $100, split up into 7 lots, so $14.29 each. The bot has to make 21 cents before it can sell. So April 3rd, 1.5%. This seems to be a really good spot, sort of the sweet spot where you're still getting a lot of trades. You can see here that these blue arrows here that are solid, those are buys that have closed, and you've got your 2 sells over here where it sold up at basically the same spot. Here's another sell, here's an open trade, and here's an open trade. And so you can see here that I currently have 2 trades open. And again, you see the number of trades I've got from the 12th. Let's take a look here. I've got 2.38, 1.82, 2.38, 7.91, 5.95, 5.39. So a lot of higher trades here on the 12th as the price shot up. And you can see here that it's making quite a few more trades today than the other 2 bots, the Bitcoin bots, because the market is a little more volatile maybe. I don't know. I don't know why the robot buys and sells. I just know that it does, and it makes me money, and I don't worry about why. Just let it do its thing. So here from the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, you see you've got a little more movement here on the Ethereum. And I'm not exactly sure why. I don't think that the price was moving that much more, but it was just little moves, and the bot was able to make me small gains here, 1.54, 1.68, got a 3.15 in there. So really doing a great job. Let's go and take a look at the Litecoin. The Litecoin is the newest one. If you remember, I set that up yesterday, not yesterday, but the 11th at 1.5%. Litecoin USD pair, $100 again, 7 lots at $14.29. The bot needs to make 21. So you see here how it's really moving along quite well behind the other bots, even though it is so much younger. So these other altcoins seem to really do a little bit better than the Bitcoin, and I don't have any reason for that because I'm not an expert. I'm sure that there are traders that would be expert, that would be able to tell you why that is. I don't know. I don't care. All I know is it's making me money. So let's go in and take a look at what this bot is doing, and you can see sells. There's a couple of open trades, and you can see the currently held lots 2 here, and then over here you can see that the 12th was a great day for this coin as well, and still making some progress today. The first trade that my bot made made me 7.63%. The next trade made me 5.25%, 3.99%, and now it's dropping back down into the 1%, between 1 and 2%. So really exciting stuff here to see what this is doing, and I'll come in and study this a little bit more, see what it's doing on the 13th for all of these trades, and make my decision for my next bot. I'm thinking I might set up another Ethereum, but we'll take a closer look at this Litecoin because it's really doing quite well for only being active for a couple of days. So I just wanted to shoot this quick video and show you these ROIs over here: 4.4% on the Litecoin, 10.9% on the Ethereum, 8.3% on the Bitcoin that's set at 2% per trade, and then 10.5% on my very first bot that's set at 1.25. So overall, I mean, we're still a couple days shy of being at the middle of the month, and so I could come in here and I can add these earnings up for less than half of what I plan on investing here, and sort of get an idea of what I'm looking at per month, and see if I'm going to be close to my goal or not, and really where I want to go with this. So I'm pretty excited though, because this is all hands-free, and that's really what I want, because I am not interested, at least at this time, spending all my spare time sitting in front of a computer and trying to figure out all this stuff under the pressure of having to make a certain amount of money every month to meet my basic needs. So once I get that basic need taken care of and I can retire myself, then I can spend time every day sitting at the computer really learning this stuff and start maybe trading on my own, or whatever I want to do. So that's a decision for down the road, but this is definitely going to set me up for being able to make that decision. So that's it. I want to wish you a great day. I hope you'll make a decision about this robot. I think it's something that could really set you free as well, because I think it's going to set me free. So if so, there'll be a link at the end of this video. There'll be a link underneath this video. You can go get signed up, get started for 10 bucks, put $100 in there and see how it does for you. So for 110 bucks, you can get started on this and see if it's something that you could have the confidence in to make you money. What I really like about this is not only the low end for starting, but the fact that I keep control of my money. I don't send my money off to somebody else and let them give me a return on it and then have to worry about one day waking up and they're going to be gone. That's happened to me. I've been there a couple of times, more than a couple of times. It's embarrassing to admit how many times I've done it. And it leaves me helpless. I'm not helpless with this. My money is in my control. I could close all these bots out right now, get my money out, and be on my way. Obviously, I don't want to do that because it's making me money. But I have that control. I don't send my money to anybody. It's mine, and I can get it out whenever I want. I would just have to assess whatever the losses would be, because I've already got a certain amount of money tied up in these trades. So, but I could close this right now and only lose 6 cents and have that money. So I like that. That is worth the trade of maybe not making as much, but my money isn't at risk. So I'm going to leave it at that. I've got to go. You have yourself a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.